From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Ian Freeman sitting in for Daryl W. Perry, the host of FPP Radio News for Monday, November 2nd, 2015. Silver is trading at $15.50 an ounce. Gold is valued at $1,141 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $327. Antiwar.com reports after Turkey's June general election ended in a split parliament and no majority, a second vote was held Sunday across the nation, and this time the ruling Justice and Development Party, AKP, managed just shy of 50% of the popular vote, sufficient for a significant majority of the parliament and continued rule without a coalition. The preliminary count in the 550-seat parliament is AKP with 316, the Republican People's Party, CHP, with 134, the pro-Kurdish People's Democratic Party, HDP, with 59, and the Nationalist Movement, MHP, the overtly anti-Kurdish party, with just 41. The resumption of the war against the Kurdish PKK militia was likely a big reason for this shift, as it fueled anti-Kurdish sentiment and gained the AKP a lot of nationalist votes. The HDP accused the Erdogan government of deliberate polarization in the vote, dubbing the results a disaster. Prime Minister Ahmet Davutoglu indicated that the AKP would move on with efforts to write a new constitution after having secured the majority win, and President Erdogan has indicated that he would like to see dramatic increases in power granted to the presidency. The AKP was founded in 2001 by President Erdogan as a religious right-wing party, in stark contrast to the secular parties that have historically dominated Turkey. The party has won every single election in Turkey since.
Are you an advocate for free market money? Do you promote Bitcoin as an alternative in a fiat-centric world? Then you need Spendabit in your arsenal, the search engine for things you can buy with Bitcoin. Spendabit aggregates millions of products from thousands of Bitcoin-enabled merchants. Keep your money in the free economy. Visit spendabit.co today. Bitcoin merchants, ask about our merchant suite to reach even more customers. Spendabit.co.
UPI reports Chipotle temporarily closed 43 restaurants in Washington state and Oregon after dozens of diners were sickened with E. coli. At least 3 diners in Oregon and 19 in Washington were sickened by the bacteria after eating at the restaurant between October 14th and October 23rd. Of those, 7 in the Seattle area and 1 in the Portland, Oregon area were hospitalized. Washington state epidemiologist Dr. Scott Lindquist said anyone who thinks they may have become ill from eating at a Chipotle restaurant in the past 3 weeks should consult their healthcare provider. The elderly and very young children are more likely to become severely ill from this kind of E. coli infection. Chipotle said it is closing the restaurants in the vicinity where the illnesses were reported. Spokesman Chris Arnold said the company is working with health departments in both states to determine the cause of the outbreak. E. coli can cause bloody diarrhea, abdominal cramps, fever, and vomiting, and can be life-threatening in some cases.
For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co.
Reuters reports Airbnb has spent more than $8 million and hired a top political operative to defeat a San Francisco initiative on the ballot Tuesday that could threaten the growth of one of the most valuable global technology companies. Proposition F, which would limit short-term rentals to 75 nights per year and give neighbors greater power to sue rental property owners, was brought by affordable housing advocates fed up with the city's housing stock being used as rentals for tourists, while residents face skyrocketing rents and evictions. For Airbnb, a defeat in its hometown of San Francisco would be mostly a symbolic blow. Should similar measures be introduced elsewhere, however, the company could face serious financial consequences. At stake is its ability to continue adding rentals at the same speed, increase revenue, and maintain its $25.5 billion valuation, all of which fall under greater scrutiny as it moves closer to an initial public offering. In San Francisco, Airbnb spent almost $2 million on a campaign that organized more than 400 volunteers to knock on doors. Proposition F alone would not have a significant effect on Airbnb's growth. There are about 5,000 Airbnb rentals in San Francisco, compared with about 20,000 in New York or 60,000 in Paris. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.